in the novel, The Donut King, there are several elements in the story, such as immigrant and war and tragedy. But there is one element that brightened my eyes, that is donut. Hello everyone, today I'm going to introduce a person who is called the Donut King and also sells delicious donuts. First, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you like to eat donuts, and what's your favorite flavor? Wesley.
I like donuts, and my favorite
Flavor
is sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, only with
sugar.
Oh,
Sugar coating.
Sugar coating.
Sugar coating.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to separate my presentation into 4 parts. First part is about the donut industry, and the second part is the birth of the empire. The third part is talking about the tragedy and Randwell, and the final part is my own conclusion. In the novel, it was happened during World War II, and at that moment, because of the rising economy and the automobile industry, many people likes to eat donuts for their breakfast or even for dessert. and at that time, there are 2 very famous donuts chain store. One is called Dunkin Donuts, and the other is called Winchell's. Dunkin Donuts almost controlled all of the east side of Americans for its delicious donuts, and the west side is grasped by Winchell's Donuts chain store. And I'm going to introduce those 2 famous chain store for you guys. And the first is the Dunkin Donuts. And those 2 famous chain store appeared at a similar time. Dunkin Donuts is first appeared in 1950s, and Winchell's is appeared in 1948. And let's talk about Dunkin Donuts. Dunkin Donuts sells donuts when it was first appeared, but recently it started to sell coffee, and its store is separate everywhere around the world. And also it is the store that can compare with another very famous coffee store, and Starbucks. And let's come to Winchell's. Winchell's has over 170 shops now, and it stays at 6 states in America, and also there are few stores in Japan, Nagoya. Okay, let's talk about my second part. Is about the birth of an empire. In 1975, Noi went to the west of America because of the refugee program. They are Cambodian, and because of the war, they are forced to went there. And Noi was a gas station attendant and worked in a gas station. One day, when he walked on the street, he smelled special things, and he was going to discover what thing is that. And he discovered that it is donuts, and he get the first bite for donuts. And do you think he will think it is good to eat, or he will think it is worse? Cherry.
good.
Yes. He loves it by the first bite. And after he tastes it, he start to bake the donut. He start to learn to bake the donut. And he started to own a shop by himself. And after 4 years, he has about 25 stores in America, and that is incredible. Also, his wife, his sons go to help him to sell donuts. And after his skill of selling donuts is more and more good, and he start to help other refugees that also come from Cambodia, and he helped over 100 refugees family and help them to give them jobs to work, and they can still alive. Yes, and one year he has with over 20 million US dollars, and this is incredible. Also, when there is more than 5,000 stores in America, can you imagine that there 80% of them was owned by Cambodian refugees? Everyone say that Noi is a saga, but he didn't think that he will get in this happen, because he went to a trip on Las Vegas and gambling, and he lost everything. I think he used his hard work attitude and ingenuity to win the donut game, but he lose in casinos because of some stacked deck. It is some people who cheat. And then I'm going to say my own conclusion. I think Noi is a saga for me. His love for donuts that changed his life and also helped many refugees. And this is a good behavior that we can learn from him. Also, he is actually the person who can call the king of donuts. And finally, I like what the magazine said in the end. Just though the king was disappeared, but the kingdom was still alive. Just like Noi, although he's died, but I believe that his donut kingdom will going generation by generation. And that's all about my presentation. Thank you for your listening.